Okay. Okay, guys. Today we're doing Docs 164. Gonna stream some Astro today, but I literally scraped the bottom of Wisconsin. Yeah, I went to Wisconsin today. I dipped in and dipped out. My first time I've ever been to Wisconsin, solo in my car. But you only went. I only went like 10 foot into Wisconsin. But you only went 10 foot. Listen up here, buddy. I started at Bloomington, Illinois, which is like central Illinois. And I made my way up there without anybody. So, you could be quiet and let me feel proud about myself. Yeah, I know it's not... I'm not saying, oh, no one can... Like, absolutely no one can go to Wisconsin by themselves. I'm just saying, as a newer driver, glad that I did it by myself. No ender here. Went to Rockford today. I'm sorry, no offense, but people in Rockford drive like idiots. And you always hear me say this, like people drive like dummies. I mean, honestly, it's just there's a Canadian penny ender. Honestly, it's any city, right? You cram a ton of people together, you're gonna have people drive like idiots because we're not a hive mind species. Thank goodness, because I have private thoughts after 10. Oh wait, it's 10:22. Anyway. Joke. What was I gonna say? But, like, I've been to Lafayette, I've been to Bloomington, Illinois, of course, Lafayette, Indiana. I've been to, Champaign-Urbana, Illinois. Oh my god, people in Rockford drive like nuts. What I mean by this, like, I've seen multiple people drive in the middle of the stoplight intersections. I love you, were. And they'll just stop there. Like, they'll pull out to turn left on a yield. Green. And they just stop there. And when it turns red, they're just blocking the entire road. I saw a semi do this. A semi was literally blocking the entire intersection. Maybe. And then also, there's a wheat penny under, 40s. I was just chilling, and all of a sudden, out of literally nowhere, a Subaru Ascent, almost, oh, there's another ender in there, look at that. Okay, I'll switch it. I don't care if I cook up skew data. There's a certain amount we use in here. Who cares? In a Chase today, that was only 6 months old, by the way. A Chase that was only 6 months old. There's Esmond. I got a couple rolls of 2025 Denver pennies. So yippee! Okay, imagine we get a 1909 Wheatie. I will say, if we do get one, that'd be amazing. Because I've only gotten one. I have a couple. I got one. If you're gonna ask, it's a boring old 1909 Philadelphia. A 1909... okay. A 1909S, even though if it doesn't have a VDB, is still pretty good. Because the S's are pretty hard to find. 1909s are generally pretty hard to find, at least from my perspective. Up there's the Wheatie. It's a 48 Philly. Give me a second. Let me reset this tally counter. Okay, you ready for a search, my friend? Give me my buddy for this stream. Where'd you go? There it is. 48 Philly. Number 1. Common year. I don't know why I can't find any 1909s. Even though they're relatively common. Philly. But man, I'm telling you, man, people in Rockford, Illinois drive like nuts. I've almost gotten rear-ended and collided today in Rockford. Like, these people were literally riding upon me. They were straight up just, like, tailgating me. And I braked hard, and they almost rear-ended me. It's a little bit on my fault because I may have not been paying attention. But if they would have been tailgating me any further, they would have rear-ended me. 17 Philly. I cannot stand tailgaters, dude. That drives me insane. Like, let a man get his pennies. Oh, there's a couple coppers. There might be multiple Wheaties in here. Never know. There you go. Stop. 53 Denver. 1953 Denver. That would be Wheatie number 2. Shove that out. Or no, you never know. There could be. Oh, Okay. I don't know if the viewer is here, if it's because of glitch. I want to ask you a question. Please tell me I'm not the only one that does this. When I see a 1969, my eyes and my brain makes me want to see the 6 as a 0. And my brain wants to see a 0, make it look like a 1909. I don't have dyslexia. Oh, there's a little spider right there. Look at him. A little tiny spider, too. He's like this. He's like the size of like an apple seed. Look at him. He's just chilling. Hello, little dude. Yeah, wishful thinking. Exactly. 17 Philly. This one was purchased from Indiana. Western Indiana, to be exact. Oh, and there goes that roll. Oh, I have like 3 gallons of pennies I have to get rid of. Or to roll up. I think I clipped my nails too much. I've lost all my grip. Chat, I have a challenge. I want to keep this spider on my table. You guys could probably see him. See him? Hello. Watch out, dude. You're in the danger zone, little bro. See, look, even other things besides humans like watching me search pennies. Spiders even want to join in on the fun. You're not a copper penny. Chelsea Philly. It is. Yeah, he's still alive. I don't want to be like one of those people like smash it. It's not doing anything. It's just chilling there. I'm far larger than it. It poses no threat to me. Oh, come on. There we go. There we go. Man, I sometimes I see the edges of like the older looking copper memorials. I think they're Wheaties. I kind of uncover. And they're not. But then I'll uncover them and get a Wheatie, and it's so nice. Again, I have done this for like over 2.5 years. I know like what years they are. So I can identify them without having to see the obverse. Unless the obverse is like really, really bad, which is usually uncommon. I've gotten some bad wheat pennies. Most of them are okay. When I mean by okay, I mean like you can actually read them, except you can. Like they don't look like that. on. I used to cut these rolls open with a knife. And then I stopped because I figured out it would make oh, there's a Wheatie. Look at that. Right on obverse up. 53 Denver, another one. We pay number 3. Yippee. So, like, I think I actually did a study. An unpublished study. I found out when I searched coins in Central Illinois. My boxes are searched from either Central Illinois, Western, Western Indiana, and in rare cases, Southern Wisconsin. S-Mint, 74S. I love the S-Mints. They're not valuable, but they're a vice for me. They're 17 Philly. Those aren't valuable either, but I like hoarding the 17 Phillies. We're going to get a couple more of those because this one is a little bit more Eastern oriented than the other boxes I usually get. However, if you literally are searching California boxes versus Illinois, you have a 6 times more likelihood of getting any S-Mint wheat penny. S-Minted pennies in general drop 6 times more often. Well, of course, California and the West Coast versus in Illinois. So again, if you want to spike up your chances of getting a 1909 VDBS, the best way to do that is to go to California and search boxes there. If you search on the East Coast, you're really in a bad luck. You're in bad luck because that's fewer of them trickled over there than there's already fewer of them are over there than the ones that are over in Cali. Like I did a study, right? I collect S-Mints, and I searched like almost over 100 boxes in this one year, 2023, and 4 boxes of those were from California. Those 4 boxes generated a 5th of the S-Mints of that year. A 5th from 4 boxes versus the other, like, 90-so boxes. Imagine that. Makes sense. That was the most autistic lift I've ever done. Yeah, you are right. And yes, I have searched a box in San Francisco. Cali boxes are so good. I love California boxes. They're amazing. Cannot get better boxes than from Cali. From my experience. If you want to debate that, please go ahead. I'd love to know where you can get better boxes than from Cali. I went to San Francisco, Fort Bragg, and Eureka. Those are my 3 locations that I got pennies from. I went up 101. My parents took me, so to Philly. 101 is the same road that has the Golden Gate Bridge on it. It's a majestic road. But whatever you do, be careful, because if you fall off, you're falling off a 200-foot thing. Like, do you mean like, you know, like coins kind of stay where they are? I do notice that because, except since you Philly, I live in Illinois. I'm right between both mints. So, I was in June, and I have never found a 2023 quarter, because I went to California in June of 2023, and I went there, and I got a couple quarters as change, and I got 2023 quarters instantly. Meanwhile, in the 6 months in Illinois, I couldn't find anything. Well, and of course they were Denver struck. Oh, there's a Woody. They're Denver struck, so I mean, Denver's way closer to California than it is to Illinois. Also, when you really think about it, Illinois, Texas, Kansas, Oklahoma, Indiana, all these states are central distant, or almost equidistant from, or nearly or almost equidistant from Philadelphia and Denver. So the coins that travel out from there, it's very slow, but it takes a long time to get there. Yeah, you are right there. I will agree. You are correct. Change. The coins, they do travel, but they go very slow. Especially in Illinois, because again, we're equidistant from the mint. It takes forever for new coins to reach here. Like, for example, I've been searching penny boxes. I've been buying them. I've been on bi-monthly shipments. And I just got my new pennies a couple of days ago. I got some new Denver minted pennies today. And a whole box of Philadelphia 2025 pennies about 2 weeks ago. But yeah, when I compare the I'm sorry if I go that's just how I speak. But I do data keeping, Senti Philly, and I looked at the batch, like the drop rate for estimates in Illinois versus California, and there was a 6 times difference. 6 times more estimates in Cali, in the West Coast, than in Illinois. So simple. If I searched the box of pennies every single day at this rate, I'd get a 1909 VDBS anywhere between tomorrow and 11 and a half years. Senti Philly. If I went to California and I got a California box every day, I could get it in as little as 3. And that's mintage rarity, by the way. Mintage rarity. 20,000. I'm using 20,000 because if I'm not wrong, 20,000 is the estimated amount that's escaped. It was controversial because they didn't like his initials on the penny because they thought it was advertising, so they pulled him back. I mean, yeah, I'm not surprised coins don't move as fast or far as bills. I mean, bills are paper. I could cram $10,000 in my pocket right now. But $10,000 and even like dollar coins, yeah, no thanks. It's simple. Paper's lighter and it's more money dense, quote unquote. So you get more money per weight. Of course, a penny is 2.5 grams if it's new, 3 grams if it's older or copper, and 1 gram you can get a $100 bill that has literally what 10,000 times the money density per gram. You get $33.33 per gram. And $100 per gram versus like 0.33 cents per gram on pennies. Again, okay, we are done with pen rolls. We should have 2 wheat pennies. We got 3. We're doing pretty good here. Oh, Weedy could be a little bit uncommon, I don't know. Never mind, that's a 48. Oh, there's another one. 48 Denver and a 58 Philly. There we go. Look at that. 48 Denver, 58 Philly. That'd be wheat penny number 4 and 5. You didn't know about the VDB? Yeah, oh, you didn't know that about VDB, yeah. So again, VDB stands for Victor David Brenner. When they struck it, they got so annoyed about it being quote-unquote advertising. So they shut it off. Even though today we have VDB on the obverse. Simple. Thank you. You're welcome. There it is. Now, I'm going to tell you a little tip about the VDB. The B in the VDB is usually centered. If you were to take the B, it's usually off-centered. And also, you want to be careful with the VDBs. They are some of the most counterfeited coins in history. People are scammers with those. So you always want to be very, very careful. But, yeah. That's what centered is. Victor David Brenner. So, actually, VDB pennies came before the non-VDBs. So, the VDB cents were some of the very first Lincoln cents ever produced. And the very first wheat pennies to be produced ever. There's another Wheatie. 34 Philly. Oh, there's another one. 56 Denver. Oh, nice. Got 34 Philly. Man, if that was a Denver, yikes. That would be nice. I got a 34 Denver just a couple days ago with most likely a strike-through error. Okay, 34 Denver, 56 Denver. Yesterday I got a 36 Denver and a 18S in one box. Again, 34 Phillies are not that rare. Oh, there's an S mint. Is that S tilted? Yes, it is. It's tilted. I love that little quirk. Sometimes the S mints get tilted on copper pennies. Well, that's a stupid statement because, you know, a lot of, all S minted business strike coins are coppers. Okay, guys, I have an interesting video possibly coming up. Has anybody ever seen that video where this guy films a tornado destroying his house? Like, he literally films it, like, hitting him directly head on. 17 Philly. It's one of the most horrifying videos on YouTube. And it took place in Illinois. Does anybody know that video? Oh, there's a Canadian penny. There's another Canadian penny. You can tell when there's a Canadian penny. It makes a light little clinging sound. Because of course they... Give me a second. I'm gonna get a picture of it. You may have seen it. I mean, I'm not being that descriptive. This video... Sorry, my things were... Hold on. Wow, that you cannot see. This video? Ever seen it? It's this White House, and it's got this tornado in the background. You guys won't believe it. You actually won't believe it. It's a video. It's got like 2 or 3 million views on YouTube, I think. What if I told you guys I talked with that dude's neighbor? The guy who was holding the camera? I went there today on my way home from a penny resupply. I've always wanted to see the town. And all of a sudden, this guy came up to me. And, by the way, this town is very small. Like, when I say small, I mean, like, you could literally fire, like, a Nerf gun. And, like, if you had a high-powered Nerf gun, you could fire a dart across the town. It's no more than, like, 1,000 by 1,000 foot big or whatever. If, at most, probably 2,000 by 2,000 foot. Not that big of a town. Literally, there's no more than, like, 30, 50 people in this town. But this guy told me the story, how he was caught out, and he was running back. And he was in his house, and he had a wall collapse onto him. And he told me his life flashed. He's like, oh, well, we were going to hang out with, my family members for the weekend on our bikes. And he's like, oh, you know how you flash, your light flashes before your eyes? I'm like, yeah. He's like, well, what flashed before my eyes is us going on bikes and $250 I left on the table. And I was going to die. And he's like, damn it, I'm going to die on a Thursday. Not kidding you. He said that. Man. Oh, there's a Kennedy penny. Look at that. I love these. I love Canadian. That's another Canadian penny. I got 2 of them on my table now. I feel so stupid for buying a Kennedy penny. Because I've got like 5 of them. Or I'm so glad I didn't buy a planchet because I got like 4 of those. Actually, I got 3. That was a Kennedy penny. Have you ever seen it? If you want to see it, I'll show it. I don't know who makes them, but I see them every once in a while. Who is making these? They're both 73 Denvers. Just spider. Doesn't look like a tick. Can we get little bro on this microscope? I want to see what he looks like up close. Volume chat. Hello, hold on, guys. I'm sorry. Arachnophobia warning. Oh, damn it. Stupid phone. Hold on. It's gonna go dark. Give me a second. I'm sorry if I'm not doing coins. No, don't go there. Hold on, sorry, chat. Give me a second. Wow. You're a tiny little fella, aren't you? Look at that. Hello, little dude. He's just chilling, watching my chat. Or watching my... Goodbye, little dude. Sorry if I gave anybody arachnophobia or triggered them. A little tiny spider. The dude was like no bigger than the O and the 1 cent of a wheat penny. Yeah. Hey, you want to sub to me, little dude? I hope he subs. Tell your buddies to go sub. If you don't get murked by, what do you call it? House centipede? Oh, I thought that was 50, but that was a 70. Get out. Stop fighting. There you go. Get out. I have been doing this hobby for like 2.5 years, I've only seen one 1909S VDB, and it was in a slab. It was for $950 in El Paso, Illinois. Rumor goes that there's only there's like no more than 20,000 of them circulating right now. That is very rare. Searching Philly. I calculated that I have several more likely times to get struck by lightning than find it. And I can attest to that, because I've almost been struck by lightning before. I was only... Like, if you guys don't know what an upward streamer is, like, the lightning will kind of go up off a house, like the electrical charges were. They'll do that. Whatever hits first is the lightning. Well, this lightning struck somewhere else, and it terminated this one upward streamer. And if it didn't terminate that streamer, it probably would have shocked the ground and killed me. And I was only 100 foot away from it, man. I didn't notice it until I looked over the footage. I found one 1909 penny. 1909 non-VDB penny. '09. When I say '09, I mean like bicentennial, like the 2009, not the '09, like 1909. Actually, to be more honest with you, I've gotten two 1909s. I got both an Indian head. Yeah, I found one during my Christmas super search. I don't know why they're so uncommon. I found 2010s, 2012s, 1910s, 1911s, 1912s. I found those, but just no 1909s. I found 1932 before I found a 1909. You know what I think, honestly? I think, in my opinion, that they're not common. Philly. Because when they were releasing the penny, like the Lincoln set, it was super popular. It was the stuff. So I bet you a lot of them got hoarded from people, like, riding the hype from it. That's actually a good explanation. A lot of people could have been hoarding them. And then as the generations went on, these hoards either got passed on or lost. Give me a second, chat. Like, if I go over to my book, ready for this? 1909, Philadelphia, no one. 73 million. 73 million of those. I mean, that's a little bit uncommon. They're not wager. That's probably a reason I don't find 2010 pennies. The first of the shield pennies. They're not like insanely rare, but I just don't feel like I see a lot of 2010 shield pennies. Again, a lot of people hoarding, trying to preserve them, and then trying to sell them later. Yes, man. And again, if you really do some research into it, you'll find out that, yes, the wheat penny, when it was coming out, was very, very popular. When I say popular, I mean people were lining up at the mint to get 1 penny per person. There's photos of it somewhere. Give me a second, I'm gonna get a picture of it. Give me a second. Where is it? Yep, here it is. The Sub-Treasury building. I was wrong. It wasn't the Mint. Yep, so this is what happened when it actually dropped. People were outside the Sub-Treasury building, New York City, August 2nd of 1909. I mean, look at this. They were hyped. They were ready to get their hands on a new penny. It is. I love historical videos or pictures of that. Heading out. Okay, man. Have a nice one. Sorry, I saw that late. Have a nice one, man. Good to see you. Okay. $17 for me. Oh my gosh, we're getting a lot of wheat pennies. Alright. 20 rolls in. We should have 40 pennies. We got 7. Not bad. $17 Philly. $17 Philly. Estimate. Let's see, there's WB Penny. 1930 Philly. Nice. Older Weedy. $30 Philly. And that is number 8. $17 Philly. Oh, just waiting. I saw its ears. 57 Denver. $57 Denver. Wheat penny number 9. Nope. Halfway through the box. Should have 5 wheat pennies, so we got 9. Ready. Ready. Oh, Reedy. $51 Denver. $51 Denver, that'd be wheat penny number 10. Alright. We are 30 rolls in. We should have 6 wheat pennies. We got 10. Doing pretty good. Woody. Hi, viewer. Philly. 17 Philly. No, 17 Philly. Philly. Oh, 9. Oh, 9. Oh, never mind. Canadian penny. Ready? Oh, there's a Wheatie. Not a Wheatie. What the Wheat Penny 1922 copy. Huh. It's a copy. Copy of a 1922. So happens to be one of the rarest wheat pennies ever. But it's a copy. Good thing I didn't find this obverse up. Damn, they got it really good, too. Somebody... Oh, I know what happened. Someone got scammed. Someone got... Oh! Yay, I found the 1922. And someone flipped it over, and... Actually, that's how you know it's a fake wheat penny. Watch this. Boom. Flip it right there. Boom. Whereas a normal wheat penny, if you do this, you flip it, it goes upside down. So, boom. Somebody got... Excuse me for that voice crack. I'm so sorry. Somebody got scammed. Still a cool little find, though. $17 Philly. Alright. 10 rolls left. We should have 8 wheat pennies. We got 10. $42S. 42S. Wheat penny 11. Estimate. Look, guys. Guys, look, I found a 1922. Fart. Somebody struck a lightweight fake 1922 scam penny. I'll be holding that in my basement forever. That way no one will ever fall for it again. I found it obverse up and I saw a copy. I'm like, what the hell? Fake 1922 Wheatie. 09. That's meant. $17 Philly. Oop, there's another Reedy. $45 Philly. Wheat penny number 12. Oh, 9. Five rolls left. There, Reedy. $53 Denver, another one. I feel like I found like 4 of those. $17 Philly. 17 Philly. Oh, there's 55 Denver. 55 Denver. That's number 13. Great number. $17 Philly. Oh, there is a lead. 52 Denver. I'd say, if you imagine falling for that wheat penny. One last roll. Alright, we're done. Give me a second. Need to empty out my other penny machine because I filled it up. Hold on. Bug down there. Guess what, buddy? You're about to get screwed. Oopsies. Satisfying. Give me a second. Look at my game I have. Okay, time to enter the database. actually was not a bad box. Excuse me, guys. Alright, wheat pennies. 14 of those bad boys. Would be 15. But we got a fake one. I've never seen a fake wheat penny before. Look at this. Fake wheat penny. 1922 Philly. It's a fake one. See, look. Yeah, that's not supposed to weigh that. That's about 0.6 gram under. Okay, so we got 15 of those, actually. Bicentennials. 6 of those. Let's see, so that's 5 straws. That's 25, 26, 27, 28 of those. 17s. S-mints. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of those. 6 Woodies. 3 Canadians. That's bad voice crack. Copper pennies. Let's see. $600 flat. Alright. Thank you guys for watching. 4 days to my birthday. In about 6 minutes, that will be 3 days to my birthday. Why am I getting old? Why am I about to turn 20? So old. I'm young, but I feel like I'm getting old. Alright guys, thanks for watching. I'll probably start a new Fallout stream tomorrow. And we'll do another coin stream, of course, the next day. I hope you guys have a nice one. And yeah, see ya.